Alright, before we get started here, I guess like what are you trying to climb? What are you trying to I guess accomplish here? As far as like
Ideally, hit diamond.
hit diamond? And you are currently
Plat 4. I mean, I
plat
was at
4.
plat 2.
Oh yeah. Let's bring up the OPGG real quick.
Alright, chillax, chillax, chillax,
No,
chillax.
we gotta figure it out. We wanna hit diamond, we gotta get the whole picture here.
Chill out.
Alright, currently platinum 4, that's alright.
Is it loading?
I don't know. Can we load, please? Holy shit! What is wrong with my computer right now?
It's a sign. Take it off.
It's not a sign. We're keeping it on. Keep it on, bro. Dude, why is this not opening? Wait, what the fuck? Why isn't it opening? Yo, is OPG just down? Like,
Let me see. Oh yeah, it is.
it's down?
Yeah,
Alright, you
it's not
lucky
working for me.
motherfucker. You lucky motherfucker. Alright.
Yeah, it's not working.
Well, point I was trying to get at is generally you want to stick to a champ you're good at. Obviously, as far if you're just looking to hit the rank of diamond, then we're looking at like just playing a handful of champs that we're comfortable with and can play without like any concern of anything else. So we can focus solely on game and macro rather than champion mechanics. Right?
Right.
Let us continue. We are playing a Nyla Nami bot lane. Not the best, but not bad either. I've seen worse. Got the longsword start. I like it.
Does it matter what you start with? Or are you just like, longsword is fine?
Longsword fine. It helps you. I mean, since you're a little bit lower range, it's like if you're a traditional ADC, I'd probably say Cull is fine. I think D-Blade's kind of garbage now.
Facts.
It's literally just longsword into your first item to get your first mythic faster, or it's just Cull. Either way, if you don't want to buy Cull first, you can always buy it second on your first back.
Oh, you buy Cole second sometimes?
On my first back, pretty much I'm always building it.
Okay.
It's just too gold efficient. This is a weird ass fight. You started Q per normally. Yeah, I don't know why we keep fighting here. You should just like go to lane immediately. But unless the flash comes in, I do think it's a little troll here though. I think you kind of solo like this happens, right? Like after this happens, you shouldn't want to like fight him really.
Really?
Yeah, because there's no one like. Ideally, right? The only reason why this fight happens is because you keep going, right? You're leading the charge. Right here.
Yep.
Because if you back off, everyone backs off. If it was me, I'd rather just go to lane and just be done with it. Because here is really scary. Here looks like, oh shit, like they might be able to kill you. Now they don't really have any CC, so you're fine. But I mean, this just puts your top laner behind as well. Which I mean, it's solo queue, so I'll tend to avoid level 1 flips on solo queue.
Right.
Because it's something that you can't control as much. And that's the main thing when it comes to climbing in solo queue is one of the main things is what can I control and how much of an influence can I make with that control.
Facts.
So that is like an uncontrollable variable. Walk into lane. Now Nala is a really interesting champ in the sense that you get XP, or you give XP to your support and yourself and to others, but so the increased XP is going to be really nice. I like the pair on Nami. The XP doesn't matter too much, but like for example like Soraka or like even Sona, those levels can mean a lot.
Also, 10 seconds ago,
Hmm.
should I have like played further up to zone the Tristan off? No, right? Because they have a blitz on the other team.
No, there's a blitz. I mean, ideally you just ward entrances. Like, I think where you're like, you have to remember that the game doesn't start at leashing. It starts at the start of the game, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
So like sitting here is kind of weird. I would probably sit, or like right here. Can you see my cursor? You should be able to.
Yeah, yeah, I can see it.
I'd probably sit around here, or like here. Like where Vlad is pretty like not ideal. Ideally, you want to be like here, watching this, so you can easily run away.
Yeah.
Or you want to be like here. You don't want to be in the bush necessarily. You kind of want to be outside of it because then you see like maximum. You see the max vision.
Okay.
I don't know if you noticed, but on Nyla, it's pretty common that they go ghost. They don't usually go flash anymore.
Oh, true.
They usually go like ghosts cleanse, which looks troll, but it is pretty meta. I love the exhaust here for Tristana, so I would probably go exhaust and ghost here.
Okay.
The conquer is good.
And then if you have a
Yeah, go ahead.
what's up? If you had a chance, do you always pull the wave? Like if you get into lane, like I don't have to leash at all. Do you always try to pull the wave or no?
Level 1 is pretty important. The higher elo you get, the more like you don't need a leash.
Yeah.
I would say it's not always necessary to pull the wave. You're against a Tristana, so the wave is automatically gonna push to you anyway.
Yeah.
Because of her E. Really, it doesn't matter too much in this case. I mean, the most you would do is like succeed a minion, right? But if you give up early too hard, you might get heavily zoned and you might end up losing XP. So it doesn't matter all too much. I wouldn't say in this matchup because it's not like level 2 you can really hard zone them anyway. I think in this case you can since they're actually like late to lane, right?
Yep.
But yeah, let's move. One thing about runes though, I don't know how mana dependent it is, but I'm pretty sure like presence might be better here.
I think so too.
I think the rest is fine. I will say maybe instead of last stand cut down, because as Nyla you're not really building a bunch of HP, and if you do, then the last stand is fine. And then for the treasure hunter, I assume you just go because it's solo queue. Especially on Nyla, you want to just go revitalize because that just amps her passive and helps your enchanters as well.
Okay.
In this matchup, you can also go like maybe even bone plating. I don't like it too much, but like usually Tristana's gonna probably go in on like maximum trading potential, which she's gonna WN E auto, so you're gonna get the max value from bone plating. Granted, you don't get it poked out. So you're able to zone him. You should be zoning him pretty hard here. They can't stop this. Now you have to identify this as wave 1 and 2, right? You kind of pushed it a little too fast. There's like, so here, once you're if you're up here, like there's no reason to keep autoing this way, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because if they come up, you have higher range. Like you have to think like Blitz's threat range after hook is like nothing. So Blitz is in this bush or like somewhere over here, right?
Yeah.
Tristana's threat range is like that, right? Or something, roughly that. Your threat range is, as this indicator, is like this, but you can also dash, so it's closer, right?
Yeah.
Now you don't have this level 1, but Nami's and Tristana's are about the same right now. So you actually have an advantage in the sense that if Tristana really wants to trade, she's trading into both of you. Blitz can't really walk up. You just kite him back, and then you both auto him. So this, at this moment, you want to keep this advantage. You don't need, by pushing the wave, you lower the timing you have to push that advantage, because this advantage only exists because the wave is here. But if you push it, you're basically subtracting 10 seconds to like 7 seconds, or maybe even 5 seconds. So you want to always maximize your advantage whenever you have it. So you should just be last hitting here. They're never going to walk up. Based on how Tristana's walking, she's never going to walk up. If she does, she's going to eat auto W from Nami. You might even get land a Q on her. And this guy should not be able to walk up. Like, you should be pinging or maybe posing more aggressively. Like, they're never going to go in on you, especially with exhaust, right?
Right.
So you can just auto... Nami can auto W. You have a big wave here. It's not like they can trade back.
Yeah.
Like, she shouldn't be able to walk up. None of these guys should be able to. Now, now, because you do this, some of the minion gets pushed into tower, which isn't that ideal. Like, now it's to a point where you guys find it awkward.
It's kind of frozen, yeah.
So what ideally is when the enemies aren't going to contest you for waves 1 and 2, and it's pretty obvious, like you can tell like on wave 1 and 1.5 that Tristana was never going to walk up, right?
Yeah.
You just wait till wave 3. You just wait for this cannon wave, and then you have wave 2 combined, and then as soon as this wave hits your the minion line, so the minion line would be around here, right?
Yep.
You have wave 1 plus 2. And as soon as this third wave, as soon as this melee minion hits your minion line, you just auto shove this next wave, ignore them completely, and then you recall and you get a free recall.
Right.
People obviously call that cheater recalls because you push in basically 3 waves. The enemies aren't going to stop you because they have to deal with the wave. And early XP and minions matter so much. You just get a free recall. You come back. You can buy D shield. You can buy Cull. I'd probably just buy Cull here and call it a day, and then you come back to lane with a advantage. Oh, so you can't get ganked. So if you push in that big wave, there's no reason to stay under. Like, are you really gonna poke them on their tower? That's so dangerous, right?
Yeah.
You don't know where jungle is. Jungle could be.
And it's a J4 too. I was scared of a level 2.
Exactly. So you just want to back off. Like,
would you like back?
Look at this lull.
Yeah.
You guys can't walk up, and you guys know it.
But would you just back to base here, or what?
At this point, you can't. Because you played 1 and 2 badly, now you're kind of stuck here. And now, even though, like, Blitz is only level 1, it's like you're giving them all... They have all this space to work with now, and then this is all, like, question mark, right?
Yeah.
It's really scary. But if you're not here, and you're able to push into wave properly, then you're chilling. Then you're over here, just walking back to lane, like, oh, I'm glad I'm not in this situation, and they have to push.
Yeah.
Now, luckily,
I'm always in this situation.
Yeah. Now, luckily, this minion waves come back to you, so you're pretty chilling. All you have to do is not walk up, and try to stay in XP range. Stop going to mid. You guys did end up killing that Blitzcrank. Okay. So you have actually money on you. So it would have been even more beneficial to do that cheater, and then you'd be like 2 items, 2 components up. That would be huge. Yeah, at this point,
right here,
you can't walk up. You can't walk up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I feel like I should just dip.
Like, you have to pay attention. Like, this wave is stacked up, right? This is 2 minion waves, and it's a cannon. Like, you just give this. You're not gonna lose anything.
Facts.
That cannon might not even get targeted. That's even risky enough stuff. If I'm not Blitzcrank, I'm just running up. Now, they probably don't have as many sums, which is why he's hesitant. He doesn't have flash, but he still should be walking up to you. Oh my god, it's illegal. What is that? You're so lucky.
I just sidestepped it, you know.
No, you're so lucky. Now, I get he doesn't have W, so he can't just run up on you, but he should be just zoning the shit out of you there.
Oh, he should have. Well, he should have just kept on walking up to me.
Also, stop trading in this. Why are you trading in this wave? Like, if you have to also keep in mind, like, we did just see J4, so it's like not that big of a deal. But
yeah,
like, you have to keep in mind, like, if you with a giant wave here, if you trade, you become diveable. Like, at max HP, you're not diveable.
Yeah.
Or at least it's very hard, right? But if you willingly trade with them, all of a sudden, oh wait, you got them to half health, but you're also half health. Now you're like hella diveable.
Oh, I was trying to thin the wave here, so I guess I shouldn't.
It's fine, just let it hit the tower. You're not gonna lose anything. You just have to be confident, like, last sitting under tower.
Okay, then yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Because if that hook lands on Nami, Nami's dead.
Yep. Yeah, right here I was trying to thin it, but I think I should just let it crash.
And by trying to thin it, you probably end up fucking the like CS here a bit more.
Facts.
And then we're insta shoving for what reason? So where's the safest in lane for you?
Probably if I were to get my character, I go down to the left.
I'm just saying in general. What do you want the wave to be against Blitzcrank Tristana?
Oh, I mean as close to my tower as possible without crashing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So keeping this line here, right?
Yeah.
This area is ideally where you want the wave, right? Because if they jump on you, they hook you, you have the safety of your turret. They cannot chase you that much. So on the contrary, where does Blitz and Tristana want you guys?
I mean all the way to their side.
They want this space, right? So by insta shoving it, you're automatically playing into their 2v2 con. How they want to fight. So when you're thinking about bot lane, you want to think, okay, how do they win fights? How do they want to fight? They're not poking you. They're just trading. They're like all in trading you, and then you're gonna die, or you live, or you blow sums. But here you have sustain. You can like take little chips and jabs at them, and then Nami will heal you. You also have the Nyla passive, like so you guys are double symbiotic healing. Meanwhile, they're gonna just eat HP, have to chug those health potions. They hate that the wave is here right now, so why push it? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, if you're... Now, I'm not even saying diamond players do this, but you should always be thinking about, don't like... And just, everyone does it. They just autopilot their lane, right? So, you just have to always think, like, do everything with purpose. Like, I'm doing this because this, you know?
Right.
This fight is just winning for you guys. I don't know why they went for this. I didn't comment too much on it just because I knew you guys were gonna win this. And you know why I knew you guys were gonna win this fight?
Why?
Because you guys have a bigger wave than them. And
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And you have your W up, so your exhaust is honestly early. You may not even need to exhaust. You usually want to save exhaust for when they're gonna do the most damage. And
yeah.
So where's Tristana's damage coming from early?
That completed bomb.
Exactly, but she never completed the bomb on you because you W'd her autos.
Yeah.
So the bomb does no damage.
True.
And usually you want to use exhaust when she commits with her W, because if she's not committing, she can just disengage.
Yeah.
Now it didn't end up mattering because she thought she was doing more than she actually could.
And then backing away here is fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is perfectly fine. Not giving her any option. Nami's gonna solar. Just wait.
I feel like Nami should have just pushed. Yeah.
Yep. Auto Q. Boom. Okay, that's troll of your Nami. But
yeah.
That's all right. You just pushed this out. Nami's typing. My bad. Alright. And you just.
Alright. So. Okay. So Vi's doing drag. I should not help him.
Ignore her. Ignore her, because you have to think selflessly. And this is solo queue. Yes, this dragon's important. It's also mountain. It's very important. But your recall timer is way more important. You getting items and coming back to lane in a good state is way more important than taking 20 seconds or so, hitting this, having a shitty recall, losing minions, and then come back. You guys have a huge lead at this point. Vi can probably solo this. Their bot lane, now it's kind of an awkward dragon timing, to be honest, because if bot lane comes and jungle checks it while you guys are on a reset, Vi's dead or you just give dragon, right? Yeah. So really the dragon shouldn't be started here. It's kind of a trap. Like taking dragon early, or when your bot lane wins a 2v2, their first instinct is to recall, not to take dragon. And if your jungler takes dragon, you have to remember that their bot lane is going to be on the map before you guys, because they died. So it's really risky to take dragon here. I would ping her off it if this ever happens, because your recall is way more important. And what will happen is these guys will think it's your fault. But like, imagine if you're here hitting this dragon. Yeah, you're giving damage, but if they come and check you guys, you're giving away like all you guys are dying, because you're no mana, no HP, right?
Yep.
Nami's no mana. Like, you just are throwing away leads for no reason. And look, Victor's gonna come. Look at this. Look at this. He's gonna check this. Oh wow, that's crazy. Wow. Oh, they're bot lane's here before you guys. That's crazy. And then you just get free drag. So you see why I say we shouldn't even start the dragon there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's just something you have to realize. You made a good choice in just recalling. Like, that was perfect. But now you have to think, okay, my jungler is being stupid here. Why are you starting dragon? And you just ping her off it. Because now you got an awkward state where you're actually, if they're smart, they dive you here. Because they have a huge wave. Nami's not here yet because they know you were at dragon. They know you weren't at dragon. They know Nami was, so your recalls are off-centered or offset. So J4 comes here, they kill you. Let's say Tristana dies. Let's say Tristana and Blitz die. That would be barely worth for them, but even if one of them die 1-for-1 for you, you're losing this giant wave. You're crying.
Yeah.
You're crying. Dude, there's so many Nyla builds. I'm not even up to date what she builds right now. I've seen lots of crazy stuff. I've seen like Prowler's Claw. I think Ravenous Hydra is fine though. Yeah, for that wave clear. Yep, just basically just at this point you want to match her autos. Like, since she's Tristana and she auto push, you want to match like for every one of her. Actually, you have Tiamat now, so maybe just matching her autos. I wouldn't even buy Tiamat this early. Just because you lose the ability to control waves, and also last hitting under tower is a little bit awkward.
So bad.
Yeah, with the early Tiamat, you're basically early Tristana, and that's pretty awful. Generally, go for the lifesteal and the what's it called? And the Clawfield's Warhammer first, before you ever think about buying Tiamat early. Because you need the damage to support it to just insta-clear stuff, right?
Yep.
Nice for giving XP.
Should we clear this ward? I feel like that's kind of dangerous, because I don't know where J4 is.
So, the reason why it's dangerous... Now, you can probably assume that since J4 was just bot side with the dragon taken, what shenanigans that happened here, you can kind of think, oh, like, he probably isn't bot side. But it's solo queue, right? It's solo queue platinum.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really know for sure. When this happens, though, I'm super sus. When this happens here, I'm super sus. And I'm like, wait, is J4 here? Like, because he's obviously threatening to freeze, which you guys should stop. But just him doing that all of a sudden is scary. So it really depends. Since he was walking down, his intent was to freeze and not to kill you. And you can really judge a person's intent and what they're doing just based on how they're walking, right? Like, if J4 was here, he would be moving towards you. But look how he moves. Stop moving camera, please. Me. I'm talking to me. Look. He's walking down. He's autoing, he's walking down, right? If J4 was here, he'd be walking here. So you can kind of assume J4 isn't here, but you also want to break this freeze. Because again, this is, what did we talk about? This is like our bad scenario, right? We don't want the wave here. This is bad. We want it here. This is good. Alright. Boom, we're gonna just check out here. We can hit this plant. I mean, we were pretty certain he's not here. His camps aren't here, which means he's probably topside. And when that, so there's like 2 clues there that just gave it away that like, I would argue 3. The one, he was just bot, right?
Yeah.
with the dragon thing. You just checked his camps. He has no camps on the side. Okay, you just saw Blitz's kind of like walking towards the bush, making sure he wants to hold a freeze. So those are kind of clues that you can take and be like, okay, J4 is probably not here. I would just like ping J4's top jungle. Be like, just ping it. Because these guys, and they may not even listen to the pings, but at least give them the info. Because these guys, you have to assume they won't look at minimap. They're not paying attention to things. You should be more wary, and if you have to be wary for them. All right. Nice. Let's zoom in a bit here. So we're just last hitting. This wave stays horrible for us. But since J4 is not here, we're kind of chilling.
Yeah, I'm trying to reset it right now. And I feel like I should have just backed here. Or should I?
I mean, that's not enough for them to freeze, so you can recall. But like, why do you want to recall? Like,
yeah.
You have a lot of gold, but so does Tristana, so you're even.
Oh wait, yeah, no, sorry. I was trying to be here because I was level 6, and I was like, oh shit, let me try to go in.
Yeah. I think that's fine to look for. I mean, you know they have their sums up by now because of the level 1 shenanigan. This is way too obvious by Nami. Sucks you guys didn't have sweep or anything. But again, it becomes super awkward for you guys to play, right? And they're completely fine. Like, you see J4's mid. There's nothing to fight for a mid. I mean, you see the Vi, you should be reacting, or at least like at least looking at this. It doesn't. I'm not certain because I'm not like watching your exact screen.
Yeah.
But it looks like you weren't even looking. Like Nami even is definitely not looking. Yeah. So I have to go back in. Yeah. So it's like you and the Nami are like, I mean, it's obviously it's solo queue, but something needs to be conveyed here. Like, if she's going, you go with her, but you shouldn't let her go. You'd be like, fucking, I need to push this in. Because if these guys were coming towards you, I could argue that you go, right?
Yeah.
So like here, where is it?
I feel like here I should just went the moment I saw J4 mid.
Here, you just pan over. As soon as you see this, as soon as I see that, I'm just like, okay, I'm pushing out this wave. Because if something is gonna happen, if I push out this wave, I can react and lose nothing, right? And if they want to react, they have to. So the priority is pushing out this wave. So you should be spam pinging your Nami. Push this, push this, push this, push this, push this. You get caught with a hook there, which shouldn't be a thing.
Facts.
And then Nami has no recollection that this is happening. Get the flash. You said you have exhaust up, so you should have exhausted at some point. You shouldn't, but really, like, that scenario should never happen. And if your support leaves like that, like, it seems like you're not using pings. Like, it's like people don't listen to actual like typing, surprisingly, but like people listen to pings more. Especially
I
if
for sure did it.
Especially if you're like, things are going good. If things are going bad, people don't listen to pings. But things were going good, so you gotta ping. Cause you guys never lose that if Nami's there, right? Ooh. Alright, we come back. Alright, let's start speeding things up. We don't really care too much about micro mistakes as long as like good intent is there. Trying to cheese, we see the Bliss is mid. Alright, let's push this and Thran dive possibly. You guys should be able to dive that. What are you guys scared of? Going mid instead? That's also fine, but okay. The better decision is to just dive Tristana.
Facts.
because that would lead into you taking more plates. Again, we're trying to think selfishly here. We knew Blitzcrank wasn't there. You guys can dive her pretty easily. And then you guys can possibly lead that into Dragon. You guys probably have enough sustain at this point. At this point, you're forced to push. Blitz might try to freeze, but probably it's. You can't really freeze with your Sana, luckily. So you guys are gonna stay because Vi wants to lane gank. This is fine. Blitzcrank thinks he's stopping recalls here, so this is a good bait. Nice bubble by Nami. You have second E? Oh my god, that caught him. What a Vi Q that was. That looked kind of funny. Okay, here's where you can. Oh, you missed the plate. No.
Yeah.
You just gotta auto it once, man. You lost 175 gold. Oh, that's tragic. All it took was one auto. Why are you face checking?
You know, I didn't think about it when I did that one.
Clearly, we're on autopilot.
Yeah, this one was autopilot.
You just randomly want to go toward, like, you don't know where J4 is. You know he's in the area.
I know Victor was coming, so I was like, let me get him.
Victor. Oh no. My guy, you are the last person, especially as ADC. Like, you're playing Nyla, so it's a little different, but like, you should still be like the last person to ever want to like. Yeah, you should have ADC mindset still. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, if you're playing Ashe, are you ever like walking into that bush blind?
No.
No, exactly. Alright. What do we buy here? Okay, we buy the Hydra. Next is probably Bloodthirster, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I think you already have enough sustain with the Hydra, so you should probably just go some more damage, probably like a PD or something. Because you need the attack speed, or you can even go, I guess IE is better on her. Yeah, if she throws bomb, you just E every time, or sorry, W. If Blitzcrank is about to E you, you W. Pretty easy stuff. Obviously you don't want to get CC'd.
I feel like I shouldn't have even gone up for that ward. I feel like I could have just got hooked there.
Oh yeah, you could have.
Yeah.
Very easily. Alright, we're pushing, and then leaving lane is good. It creates pressure around the map, and if people don't respect you, you can just like sometimes just gank them. Since we're ahead, I actually don't mind just perma pushing, because we scale harder than them. So if we just perma push and make it so we get these levels, and then we keep these levels and we make it so Blitzcrank can't roam, it's good. Okay, going in. But our focus is so off, dude. Like, I don't even mind you that you're fighting that. I really don't. But like, why are we not going at the Tristana? Right?
Yeah.
We W here, so we W here. We don't E. We W here, so that Blitzcrank can't E us, right?
Yeah.
And then we just go on Tristana and ult.
Oh yeah.
And you also have to ping. I bet you're not even pinging.
Oh, of course not.
Exactly. Like, Nami's like, oh fuck. Nami's like, oh shit, we gotta go. That's what Nami's thinking right now. But then you go in, she's like, oh, we're fighting? Like, her ult is so, like, if you're like pinging on my way, she's gonna be like, alright, we're doing this. Look at her. She's all the way over here, bro. Yeah. And she's ulting. She can't help you. Now she can, but it's too late. If you guys were on the same page, I think you guys win that. You might actually win that. You have exhaust and flash up too? My guy, look at the death report. Tristana's doing lots of damage.
Yeah.
Why are we buying refill? Please don't tell me you just bought that refill. Wait. Okay. But when did you buy that refill? Holy fuck. Hold up. Please don't tell me you bought that with your Ravenous Hydra. When did you? Okay, you bought this a while ago. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was about to.
I usually buy it on my first back.
I mean, you really shouldn't want to, no?
I don't know.
Like,
But I usually after my first back I buy it.
But like,
So I guess I shouldn't.
But you're playing. Do you need sustain in your lane? Is it that important to you? I know you know the answer to this.
It's probably not. I mean, if we're playing Nami, I have lifesteal.
Yeah, exactly. You have Nami and you have lifesteal and you have the passive from Nyla. You're definitely, if you're not already out healing them, like, it's completely useless.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, these guys, they're never poking you out. Like bot lane is never poking you out. Bot lane is killing you, or you're almost dead, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's really not necessary. You should just keep it. That's like 150 gold. No need, no need. When are we back up?
Yeah.
That tower goes down. Wait, did Vlad die? Vlad is recalling. Okay, this is happening. You should just go mid here and pick up this wave.
Yeah.
There's no reason to go bot. Your only reason why you're looking bot is because you're, for some reason, thinking in your brain that, hey, let's fight this. I can get maybe a kill or two and die for it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Instead, you just go mid, pick up this wave, and say, Vlad, our tower's gone. You can lane bot now. And if your Vlad is a competent person, he will say, oh, perfect. Let me side lane. And if he's not and he flames you, well, then I guess you can go back bot. But like the correct rotation is just to go mid here.
Yeah, I agree.
Because then at this point you want to go mid. You don't want to go fucking side lane. They already rotated. And now you're here with 2 solo laners and bot lane. And for some reason jungler. Like how much time are we wasting here? We lost the wave for no reason because we wanted to go mid and then come back. And now they're gonna fight for some fucking reason? You should just ping back, ping back, ping back. Be like, why are you guys fighting? Like, why are we just letting our side waves die? Boom, perfect, get that shit. And honestly, it's actually... Now, so I don't mind ADC solo laning for a bit. Because, you know, XP and gold and like solo XP is really nice on ADC. But you're Nyla. You want to share a lane with someone because otherwise you're making no use of your passive, right?
Yep, yep.
So really you just want to be mid with your support. Now that this is happening, you have to like, can you solo kill him? I would argue yes. It might be close, but I'd argue yes.
Okay.
You'd have to see what he used mid. And you have to be aware of that when you're hitting tower and shit. You don't need to be looking at it. And now you guys are trying to fight here, but they're obviously going to recall or go back. But you guys actually catch him? But why'd you walk this long way? This is so weird, no? If you're going to fight this, why aren't you flanking him as Nyla? As other ADCs, I can understand, but you should just be running straight here. Right?
Okay.
This pathing is awful. You see everyone on the map.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You see everyone.
Yeah.
So what are you scared of?
I think I was trying to avoid a ward.
My God, it doesn't matter if they see you.
Yeah.
This is where by the time they see you, they're screwed.
Right.
You'd be right here right now and already in this fight. Oh my God, I got scared. I thought that was your flash. Boom. We just love fighting. Nice W for no reason. Boom. Yeah, whip him, whip him, whip him.
Whip him.
Nice. Alright. This is still fine. I don't like that we have everyone here. We like just are A-ramming for no reason. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, shit. We're fucking having an A-ram in the mix here. Oh shit, it's a brawl. You know what this reminds me of?
What?
You know what that entire sequence reminds me of? Here, I'll show you. I'll show you.
That's so funny.
All right, you guys win. Woo! You guys win. You got heads. You guys win. Wait. Let's try that. Let's try that again. All right, you guys lose. Sorry, you guys lose game.
That was a coin flip.
Like, come on, man. Like, we can't be fighting these fights. What are we fighting for? Take control, man. Use your pings. Take control of the game if you're better, you know? Like, we're just randomly sieging mid with 5 members. Drag's not even up yet. It's still down. It's still down. It's like we're using all our cooldowns before the dragon. So guess what? During this drag fight, whoever has the most cooldowns will probably win. So let's check. Let's check in a minute whose CDs are up, alright? When this dragon fight comes.
Yep.
Alright, Vlad gets caught. That's alright, so this is let's say this is dragon time right now. You have Urgot ult, Vlad ult, but Vlad's getting caught. So you have most your ults. I don't think your ult's quite up yet. Okay, they have all their ults, but let's look at summoners. Oh, no summoners. Nami has some sums. So
Yeah.
again, it's another coin flip. I mean, if they get a pick, that's really the only way they win, which they might be, but I think you guys will. Oh, you get hooked. But you have no flash, so you die. Never mind.
I never die.
Your team is just saving the shit out of you. Oh my god.
I got lucky, I'm not gonna lie.
But you see what I'm saying, right? You use all your stuns, and then you
yeah.
have nothing for an objective fight. It's super scary. Like, you guys just used everything. You probably if they took a fight right now, you guys would fucking lose.
Yeah, no, I agree. Would you do Baron here? No.
Hell
right?
no.
Yeah.
Why? Why are we walking out with no vision? Oh, bye. You're dead.
Yeah, I don't know why I
now they
walked up
Baron.
like that.
Huh. It's kind of crazy. It's like after this dragon, like you guys should either reset or reset waves. Look at all your waves. Your waves are fucking fabulous. All pushed in. These are dying for free. No one's at these. These guys are like jacking off here while their minions and XP are just going down the drain, going down the toilet. So you know what you do here? You reset. You buy items. Look, you probably have hella gold. 700. That's two long swords, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you guys have ample enough gold to reset. Maybe not buy, but she can just keep farming. But you guys can reset, get off the map, get items, and then guess what? You can come back and then take Baron control and just put out some vision. There's no urgency to do it right now because 2 of them are dead, first of all. So the chance of them starting Baron is non-existent. It's like 95% chance that they are not on Baron. I would even say 99. So there's no reason to stay. You're not staying for any minions because there's no waves to fix. So you just reset here. Like, if you recall, I bet you that if you recalled after this dragon, that Nami recalls as well, and maybe one of the solo lanes as well.
Yeah,
and if they see that, then everyone recalls, right? You know how like when people do Baron, if one person recalls, everyone recalls?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Like little tricks like that you can just like Because people are autopilot in this game, and they will just follow you, like, kind of like, oh, that guy's recalling? Oh, maybe I should too.
For sure, I don't know why I walked up. Yeah, I don't even know why.
This is strong. You enabled that for Nami.
Yeah, for sure.
Either you or Nami dies there, so. And then we're still staying nearby. I don't think your W gives you move speed, does it?
It does.
It does?
No, I have no idea.
You're such a fucking liar. You're such a fucking liar. I don't even care about that fight. You're such a fucking liar. It does give movement speed. He gets 15 movement speed. Alright.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, let's try to check out the build real quick while we're at it. Ravenous into that.
The triple vampire.
Yeah, the triple vamp is like, yeah, you're gonna survive forever if they give you the chance. Like, you have to think that, like, active, because lifesteal is active healing, right? You have to do something in order to receive it.
Yeah.
It's not like Nami W, which you can just use it on you.
Right.
So, you have to be fighting or hitting minions in order to receive benefit from the lifesteal. That's not actually that beneficial against their team. They're not really poking, they're all ending you, so the healing has some amplification because, like, okay, if they're all in fighting you, like, you'll heal some of the damage you deal. But, like, they're all ending you, man. You don't need any more healing than this. Like, the champ revolves around heals and shields, so that in and of itself should be enough. I'm pretty sure if you wanted more healing, you'd just buy Spear Visage.
Right.
Because then you're tankier, you can stay alive longer so that you can heal, right?
Right.
At this point, you probably are just looking like... I'm not even, like, against the shield build per se. But you don't need Bloodthirster after this. You do not need Bloodthirster after this. Like... You should just be, like, being like, okay, how can I do more bad? Oh, PD, perfect, I can buy that. Or,
right.
Oh, IE, let me buy that, you know? Or a defensive item, let me build tanky so that they can't just blow me up. Because if we look at damage right now, Tristana is just gonna destroy you now. Because she's got Navori and, Kraken.
Yeah. I feel like I should not be up there again.
It looks like you just autopilot a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it is autopilot because, like, a lot of my games I do that and I don't get punished for it. And it's like, so it becomes like a habit, you know, like, oh, I just do it.
And it's fine if you can. I mean, it's not fine but when you get away with it, it kind of puts it in your mind like, oh, this is fine. I can do this. Which is kind of like conditional thinking, where it's like, for sure. Because I got away with this, it was the right decision. It may not be actually called conditional thinking, but, like, you get what I'm trying to say, where it's like, this worked. So, I mean, the main thing, what I'm seeing so far is, like, let's do everything with intent. And I think if you choose, like, if you think a little, like 5 seconds before you do something, if you're like, okay, let me think, will this, like, is this okay for us? Like, am I doing this for no reason? What am I doing this for a reason? I think if you just apply that, you're easily, like, because it seems like you have the mechanics. It's just like, okay, let's think before we actually do something. You know, when you're like,
I agree.
When you're a kid, you're like, you know, think before you speak, or think before you do, or something like that. I don't know. What was that phrase? Does anyone remember?
No idea.
Anyway. I think it's think before you act, or speak, or something like that. But either way, that's what you need to do. Before something happens, like, when you're here, you should be thinking, should I be here? Should my team be here? What do you think?
So no.
Exactly. Like, you know it. You know someone should be top
Yeah.
lane. You know someone should be bot lane. And you know that you should just be chilling mid lane. Like, now sometimes you can't control it. Like, that is,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in solo queue, there will be times where you do have to make the bad decision, but you need to know it's the bad decision, right? So like, sometimes in like team-oriented stuff, like, if you committing to this bad decision is better than everyone being sporadic, right?
Right.
The problem is people do that in solo queue without realizing that what they're doing is a bad decision. So you need to tell yourself, I'm here because my team is gonna do something stupid as hell, but I know this is the worst decision we can be making right now, but my team is already into it, so I have to be with them, because if I'm not with them, our chances of winning just go down.
Right.
So if you are gonna do something like this, you have to think like that, because that's the only thing you can do if you can't guide them to the right decision. This is so garbage. Why are we fighting at their turret? Oh my god. Wait. Do you wait.
Oh,
I
no,
got it.
stop! Don't bring it out.
I got it.
Don't bring it out.
I got it.
Bring out. No.
Do we win this fight? Yes. Oh, dude, I'm just so smart, man. I am so smart. Oh my god. That's crazy. You saw that? Dude, it never lies. It never lies. I honestly, I thought you guys were gonna lose that fight, but you guys have scaled pretty much more than them, so it kind of makes sense. Yeah. But that positioning was awful for a fight.
No, it was so bad.
Oh my god, your stun damage. Oh my god, Vlad. Oh my god, Vlad's fair. Oh my god, we're hitting nothing.
I did not mean to double dash there.
It's alright, we're full HP, because we built 3 lifesteal items. Alright, I think I've seen enough. Main things, definitely are gonna be just like thinking before we're acting, you know? Making a conscious effort that we're like thinking ahead. Maybe not even like a minute ahead. We're thinking 5 seconds ahead. Like, okay, I'm doing this for this reason. That's it. Because as long as you have that, a lot of you, like, if we were to talk about the game, a lot of your answers were, I don't know, or like, I shouldn't be doing this, right? You know the right answer, but in game it doesn't show that. But if you actually be like, oh, I actually did this because of this, who knows? I may have been like, that's reasonable. Okay, that's fine. But at least you have a reasoning for doing it, and then we can correct it.
Yeah.
But if you're just an autopilot doing whatever the hell you want, then it's hard to guide you to the right decision, because you're not like actively looking for it. You're just kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna do this without thinking about it.
Yeah, I think I need to be more vocal too in terms of ping.
Yeah, just
and
pings are so important. Like, especially now they updated it. I think it shows off screen, so people that even don't look at the map, now, now they can see it. Don't worry, for you silver players that aren't looking at their maps, Riot's got you. But yeah, hopefully for your next VOD, let's try and put some of those. Let's try to ping more, and communicate a bit better with especially at least our support. And then also let's just try and make a more conscious effort of thinking before we do something. All right.
Thank you.
We'll call that for done for today. And
Little quick roast session.
a little quick roast session. I love I love your coin flip fights. But yeah, just for our next VOD, for your next VOD, yeah, just try to apply some of those things we talked about.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. I will see you later, Kent.
See ya.
See ya.